Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're getting ready to head out with the no prep car to make some more test passes. But first, I need to clear up something. In that last video, when I tried to get the car down the dirt road, basically, I talked a little bit about my setup and the turbo position, and I got something completely wrong. If I come over to the advanced timing settings section here, I talked about the turbo delay being 0.2 seconds, which is 0.2 seconds after the launch. That was completely wrong. The turbo delay starts after the car reaches the throttle position or the power position, this turbo position you set, which I have set at 100%. When I set it at 100%, that means that once the car goes through the stages of the launch power control, when it reaches 100%, then that turbo comes in, and this delay is after we reach that 100%. I still have the car reaching 100% power in under a second. So I'm gonna leave that turbo right where it's at, 100%, and then 0.2 second delay. The up slew rate, I'm gonna jump up just a tad, 16.3 here. And then the other thing I wanna do is look at the throttle punch. I've had a whole bunch of people comment on throttle punch, and I never really understood it, but I really wanna try it out. A lot of people are talking about throttle punch turning it way down. I've read anywhere from 5 to 20%. I'm gonna start at 20% because I think 5% seems kind of low, but maybe I just don't understand this setting as well. Now with this set, I'm gonna hit save and we're gonna head outside. We're staying outside down my street today. As the car's getting faster, I'm not comfortable going back to that location anymore. It's very convenient for me because it's really close, but I keep wrecking the car in that location and I'm just tearing it up. I don't wanna keep doing that. I have more room out in the street. I'll have to worry about traffic a little, but I can just come back in the driveway if it's bad. One other thing before I head out, I have no clue what happened to my performance analyzer. The GNSS performance analyzer, I have it Velcroed to the front of the car here, and I took it out after my last testing session. Thought I put it with my batteries, but it's gone. I don't know where it's at. I've been running circles looking for it this morning. Today we're just gonna try to get the car to go straight. We're gonna have fun, make some passes, and see how it works. I think that's enough talking. Let's get out there. Son of a...
Several days later.
It's not too hard to see where the car is getting kind of squiggly down there. I'm gonna do a couple of things to fix that. The first thing is letting the stages last a little longer. You can see I have the first 3 stages lasting for 0.3 seconds and the last one lasting for 0.2 seconds. I went into timing and set my turbo delay at 0.3 seconds, and I also turned the throttle punch down to 15% instead of 20. I'll keep going further down on this if I need. I'm gonna do 2 things to the car right quick. One, I'm gonna lower the wheelie bar, and the second is I wanna turn down the steering sensitivity a little. I'm noticing when I try to correct it's steering really quickly, and I think that's what made me flip on the last pass. So I'm gonna change a couple of things in the transmitter and try to correct that and make some more hits. I'm sure it was easy to see those last 2 passes were a lot better. Going in and changing a couple of things now, you can see I have the 3rd stage of power set at 0.2 seconds now instead of 0.3. We also moved the turbo delay back to 0.2 seconds. The car feels a lot better to control now. We're making straight passes, so I'm gonna keep pushing it. Really wish I had my performance analyzer to see what kind of times I'm running, but I can't find it anywhere. I'm gonna swap out my batteries and then we'll keep adding power till the car can't take it anymore. Some of you may be wondering what I'm using to clean the tires. As you know, I've tried Simple Green in the past and wasn't really satisfied with it. Another suggestion I had was just plain old water, and I went to use just water, but I found it was taking a while to dry. Even while doing a burnout, it would take long for the water to dry. So I'm actually using a mixture of water and alcohol, about 50-50. The alcohol helps the water evaporate quicker off of the tires, and it's not leaving any residue on the tire at all. It's leaving them nice and clean and dry ready for burnout, and the tires feel nice and warm and sticky after I'm done. So far, the car is running excellent now. Again, I really wish I had that GNSS performance analyzer to see how it's running, but we're making nice straight passes. Even when I have to drive it, it's driving really well. I'm not losing control of the car. I did mention adding more power, and I kind of wanted to clear that up because you can't add more power than the car has. All I'm doing is really changing when the power comes in and how it comes in. Instead of it taking a second and a half for all the power to come into the car, I'm ramping it up where it comes in quicker. And instead of having turbo come in slowly, I'm having the turbo come in quicker. This is all with setting the car up and getting it dialed in and getting the car to run right on the surface you're dealing with. Now that the car's running pretty well and I'm controlling it well, I can start adding that power in quicker. The surface is taking it, and we can keep adding that power in as fast as we can until the surface can no longer take it and it blows the tires or loses control. Added a little more, so let's go try again. That was a whole lot better today. We saw some much more consistent straight passes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the performance analyzer. Like I said, I went look around a bunch in the past week and still haven't found it. I guess I'm gonna order a new one. I'd really like to know what kind of times I was running there, but the main thing is those passes were straight. Even the passes that the car got out of shape a little bit, it was really easy to correct. I feel like I have it dialed in pretty well now. You may have noticed on those last couple of hits that the car was leaving to the right a little bit. It wasn't driving perfectly, and I wasn't really sure what had happened until I came inside just now and noticed it. I don't think it had anything to do with the tune. I believe this screw might be the culprit. You can see I lost the screw here. That holds in these blocks that hold in the hinge pins for the rear arms. So that was allowing the suspension to kind of tweak a little bit back and forth, and I'm pretty sure that was my biggest issue. That's not a big deal though, just replace the screw and I'll be fine with that. The other thing I noticed when I got it back in today is the tires are probably shot. I've gotten a lot of passes out of these tires, probably the most that I've gotten out of any tire on this car so far. These DE racing tires have worked excellent for me. You can see that the wear pattern has been great on these tires right down the middle, but you can also see that it's starting to have some cracking on the edge here, and it's a little easier to see when the tire is wet as I'm cleaning it, but there's also a couple little pinholes it looks like. It's just a part of the nature of this. Drag racing's hard on tires, and it's time to replace these. But like I said, I can't complain about this at all. These DE racing tires have been phenomenal for me. I actually have another set, but those are softer, so I'm gonna save those for the winter months. Yeah, I know we're getting to that, but it's still hot here in South Louisiana. I have another set of tires we're gonna throw on, but we're gonna save that for the next video on this car because we're gonna send these off with a bang. Make sure to stay tuned for that video. Even though I wasn't able to see the exact times I was running today, I want you to let me know down in the comments below, what times based on the video do you think I was running? What mile an hour in ET do you think that looked like? I wanna say that was some of my best passes yet. The launches were a little soft and I think I can get them a little higher, but the car was really getting it on the top end. I think I was around 55 miles an hour there, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. I'm sorry I've been so inconsistent lately, but back now, we shouldn't have any more disturbances. Should see weekly videos regularly from now on. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, thanks again for watching. Peace.